Hey, how's it going? My name is Brandon Drake, functional nutrition coach and therapeutic chef at heartfulfoods.com. So today I'm actually going to continue my conversation about leaky gut and the causes of leaky gut, and I'm going to talk about, in this case, dairy. So dairy is definitely a cause of leaky gut. The reason is there are lots of hormones and antibiotics loaded within dairy, and it's these ingredients that cause damage to the intestinal barrier, to your intestinal lining. Now, it's a constant consumption of this inflammatory ingredient, dairy, that is creating insults to your intestinal lining, and over time your body decides not to repair itself, and because it doesn't repair itself, doesn't repair its intestinal lining, it results in a leaky gut, otherwise known as pathogenic intestinal hyperpermeability. Now, part of the intestines is something called the microvilli. This microvilli is responsible for absorbing nutrients. Now, when you're eating inflammatory foods, it does damage to your intestines, but also does damage to your microvilli. So your microvilli are finger-like projections that protrude from the intestines that are responsible for absorbing nutrients. Now, when it gets damaged, these finger-like projections get shorter and shorter. Now, as they get shorter and shorter, it impedes its ability to absorb nutrients. Therefore, over time, you're going to be nutrient deficient. So that's definitely a bad thing. And also, too, not only do you become nutrient deficient, your microvilli, when they're elongated and they're healthy, they're able to produce lactase, which is an enzyme that's used to break down lactose. So if you don't have enough lactase, then you end up being lactose intolerant, meaning you're not able to break down the milk sugar, which is called lactose. So that lactose eventually gets down into your colon and it starts fermenting, producing sugar. It feeds those unwanted bad bacteria, allowing them to possibly overgrow and resulting in possible conditions such as small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. And also, too, it also causes bloating, abdominal pain, gas. These are just some of the symptoms associated with lactose intolerance. So as you can see, there are many different issues associated with dairy. It's the antibiotics, it's the hormones that do damage to your intestines. When they do damage to your intestines or your intestinal lining, it creates a leaky gut, which allows undigested food particles to get through your leaky gut into your bloodstream, causing inflammation. And also, too, because you're doing damage to your intestines, you're also doing damage to your microvilli, which are part of your intestines. Your microvilli then become shorter and shorter, not allowing you to absorb the nutrients that you need in order to be nutrient deficient. So therefore, over time, you become nutrient deficient. Sorry, but also too, when your microvilli are damaged, it also is responsible for producing lactase, which is the enzyme to break down the milk sugar, which is lactose. So when your microvilli is damaged, you eventually will be lactose intolerant because you don't have the particular enzymes to break down lactose, and it results in many different symptoms. So as you can see, there are many different unwanted chronic symptoms that are associated with consuming dairy, especially if you're constantly consuming dairy that's has and is loaded with hormones and antibiotics. So that's just one of the many different ingredients that I'm going to talk about that cause a leaky gut. I will talk about in my next video even more ingredients and more different lifestyle factors that cause a leaky gut, which results in inflammation, which manifests itself into different chronic symptoms according to your genetic susceptibility, and could possibly even lead to disease if you're constantly eating these inflammatory foods that's constantly creating insults within your body, leading to inflammation. Again, my name is Brandon Drake, functional nutrition coach and therapeutic chef at heartfulfoods.com. And if you have any questions, feel free to go to my website, heartfulfoods.com, contact me, ask me any questions, and I will be happy to either write a blog article about it or talk about it via my video. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye.